Ebisi afọ mi sa so mo akwa abashako pa esa about Odeneho TV studio. Mi so be subscribe to our YouTube channel Odeneho TV. You be like, you be comment. Your comment section. You so be click on the notification button for more news update. And e come when I just see it sama ekoso wo my Ghana masi e masisia. When say they be hard am say make sure say sama ekoso wo my Ghana masi and am the bro na come when back bi aba beto me na so me person be say obro no yenkotie sama echegu o social media and so e masisia answer na subscribe to our YouTube channel Odeneho TV, like a comment your comment section. We so click on the notification button for more news updates with us.
We also know that there are some high-class society thieves who can only be gotten in a powerful investigation unless your numbers are high. So we don't restrict our journalism to those who take $100 and $50 and $20. We ask ourselves that question. What about that one who signs one check and it's 10 million and it's 20 million? That's how come you saw what you saw. Thank you.
Let's talk about some of the work that you've done and which ones have kind of stayed with you, if you like, that there have been the really impactful ones. I mean, clearly they've had a lot of impact and, are very significant. But is there one in particular that you always remember or that still stays with you to this day?
I'm very reluctant to talk about what moves me, but I can tell you that the film that I have seen, which is likely to be released on the BBC in January, shocked me. And I can tell you, get ready for a shocker on the BBC Africa Eye. Thank you.
So is that something that will be seen globally, or
It will go globally. It will play on the World Service. It will play on BBC Africa Eye. But even me, when I saw the film and I got to the middle, I got out and I went away because the scenes are gory. People can be evil. Thank you.
Okay, I'm just going to press you a little bit on that. You can't leave us hanging like this. Can you tell us what about it that moved you so much, without giving too much away? What is it about this film coming up?
I see some friends here, and I know you don't want me to lose my job. If I dare say a word here about it, the next email I'll get, I'm fired. So please, get yourself ready. Sit tight and monitor BBC Africa Eye in January. It will be a shocker. Thank you.
Okay, I'm monitoring from now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm on the edge of my seat. So, and what do you think is the state of investigative journalism on the continent in Africa? I mean, there's so many ills. Our leaders are so powerful. Our institutions are so weakened by the kind of power that leaders have. What do you think about the state? There's not many people like you who are doing this work. What do you think about the state on the continent?
Sometimes people have this feeling that nothing is happening. I don't think so. I think we are being impactful. I think that we have pushed the frontiers of our democracy over the years. I lived in Ghana and I've been to most countries in Africa. I've worked there. And it might be a slow growth, but there is some growth. So, despite all the difficulties on the continent, we must build people. We must build both people and institutions. If we will not do the work, who else will do it for us? Just look at history. America was built by Americans. Germans built German. Let's not sit on the African continent and assume that it's going to take someone to come push the frontiers of our democracy. And hey, let me go to issues of danger. We are not the first to face danger. People died before us because they were pushing the frontiers of our democracy. And if we decide today that we will not ensure to continue that fight that was started long ago, posterity will not forgive us. We do this not for ourselves today, but we do this for generations yet unborn. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. You're right. I mean, the work that we do now is for the history books. We chronicle. That's what we do as journalists. Are you afraid to die in the course of what you do?
Fear. I was purged of fear long ago. And I mean, I'm a Muslim. I believe that if you die, you are dead and gone, and that it is Allah's will that you should die. And if there is anything I hate, I don't want to die a coward. I want to die fighting for the right things in society. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that. So let's talk about something that I hear a lot in the course of my job is about how external forces, i.e. Western forces, are complicit in keeping Africa down, are complicit in kind of holding up corrupt institutions and perpetuating some of that corruption. What's your view on that?
So I did a film called How to Rob Africa. And it's about tax haven and the fact that African leaders are able to stash their money in offshore accounts. So these are legitimate questions that people have to ask. You can, in one hand, be preaching anti-money laundering laws and be preaching tenets of democracy and still open your gates for people to launder money stolen from the poor. So it's a chicken and egg matter. It's a very painful story. But I still believe that it is up to us as a people in Africa to fight. And every institution thinks about, or every individual thinks about his personal survival first. So some people would say, well, I don't care if you have money and you want to cheat your people and you bring it in. I don't care about that. But what are we doing to prevent them from stealing the money so that they can't even take it there? That, I think, is the issue. I don't believe in blaming other people for our woes. I believe that we should face our leaders through direct and frontal attack, not obliquely or half-heartedly. Thank you.
Cambridge Analytica. Almost $6 million a year free hospital. Sikanumu. Edekoye. Rojo Metal Nunu Anabeka.
The research was conducted by UK-based SCL Social, the mother company of Cambridge Analytica. Was paid $6 million to undertake a nationwide survey to provide data for the proper planning of the healthcare needs of Ghana.
Officially.
Yeah, but no. According to the contract signed by the government of Ghana and NML, Rojo Metal Nunu was the head of the project steering committee. Metal Nunu was who was an administrator to
Metal Nunu ya okoji ti num ye ya onwa
okay kan na de kwa na wo kan nyina ewom. In fact, a central phone a hwehwemu asem no beda adwa se omo yi 6 million no e de koye some investigations and there was one year.
Yeah. And anti pe aspect OSP yes or investigating.
Okay. Martin Amidu.
Okay.
Yeah. What is here, remember?
On
Okay.
FM.
That was 17th October. 17th October 2018. Amidu probes NDC's 175 million cash diversion.
Good. Kenkai.
Special Prosecutor Martin Amidu has reportedly expressed interest in conducting a probe into how the opposition National Democratic Congress diverted $6 million out of a loan of $175 million to construct government hospital project to fund its campaign activities in 2016.
Roger Metanu no ane kokai. Yeah, entinenye nwanwa say $175 million no. Hospital, 7 hospitals as it says. Let's just say yeah, Osha hospital be allocation here $25 million. $25 million. Busa agenda 100 bed hospital. Busa agenda 111. Sika edisi ebia. Enti Matiamidu Oba officer, one of the first cases oye na again say obey investigation.
Yeah.
Ena ancha okoy. Yeah. OSP office omun muza case.
Edaho.
When MPP for ensia bia omo akwa abaisika ira wo. No, let us face facts. Abaisika ira wo. Delegates ya omo menka say